Hi Travelling Frogs members, Samantha here. I just thought I'd do a quick video on how to set your property price in the member area. So in order to get to this page, you need to go to your property, select edit property and select price either on the left hand drop down menu here or in the progress bar up the top. So with this page, what you want to do is set your main prices first and then set your seasonal prices. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So basically, when setting your main price, you want to put this price into this field on the top left hand side here. And in essence, you need to have a value in that field or a price won't show up against your property. So some people have quite a lot of variation in their properties during the course of the year and aren't sure what to put in this field. Some are doing it as the lowest price, so the from price. Most are actually doing the average price for the year, so it gives a bit of an indication of the ballpark order of magnitude of the price of your property per night, so that when people are viewing the properties they can see that's the kind of range that that property is in. So just pop the price in there. Then you can also put in, if you do have a price per night for more than 7 days but less than 30, bear in mind that this isn't a weekly price, it's a price per night. So if it's a 7-day, if people book for 7 days, what's the nightly rate for that price? Same again for if it's more than 30 days. It's the price per night for more than 30 days. And that value will come up if the person, the guest that is inquiring about your property, selects a range of dates that is greater than 30 days. The next one here is the price per night on weekends. Now what I'm going to do is, before I enter any of that detail, I'm just going to save my base price and that will populate the calendar for the year. Once that's saved, if it doesn't populate straight away, it usually will refresh fairly quickly, but if it doesn't and you want to keep moving and you want to see the impact of that, then just hit refresh on your menu bar, which is the circle with the arrow on it. And when you do that, you'll see the price appear for each day of the year and of the calendar. So if I scroll forward, you'll see that the calendar also scrolls forward with that $200 in it. So now we might want to set a price for the weekend. So weekends are considered Friday and Saturday nights. And so in this case, I'm going to put in $235 for a weekend night and click Save. Once I've done that, I'm going to refresh again. And you can see that the price per night on the weekend has populated, and that's essentially populated all year through. Now, if you want to put seasonal pricing in, then what you want to do is single click on the start date and single click on the end date. So I'm just going to put a particular price in for this range of dates here on the 4th to the 10th of April, sorry. So I'm going to single click on the 4th and single click on the 10th. And this is the price per night on each one of those nights. So bear in mind that this price does apply to the 10th of April as well. So the new price on these nights I'm going to select as $240 a night, and I'm going to stick with my 2 nights minimum stays, minimum days of booking, and I'm also going to leave the weekend as it is, because in this range, if I leave the weekend as it is, you'll see that the weekend stays at $235. So although it populates here, once it refreshes, it actually will come up with $235. So if I want the entire period to be $240, let's say I want from the 18th of April to the 30th of April to be $240, including weekends, then I will single click on the first date, single click on the last date, and I'll maintain my minimum days of booking. I'll put in my new price as $240, and then I also need to put in for the Friday and Saturday night $240 as well, to make sure that it overrides the weekend rate. So I'm going to set the price for the period, and once I refresh, you'll see that that's $240 each night. So in this one up here, it's kept the weekend rate that is specified in this field because we didn't put a different weekend rate in, and there was already one existing. Now down here we actually put the $240 in for the Friday and Saturday night, for the weekend rate, and therefore it has populated. Now, if I have another period in which, let's say, for example, from the 6th of June to the 26th of June, I have a rate of $250 a night, but on those weekends in between the 6th and the 26th, it's $275 a night. So I'm going to select single click on the 6th, single click on the 26th, and I'm going to put the new price as $250 a night. I can't remember, 250 I think I said, and minimum is 2 nights. And then on those weekends I actually want it as $275 a night. So I'll set the price for the period, and you'll see once it refreshes that for that period. Now it does refresh back to the current month as well, so you'll just need to scroll forward to see the changes you've just made. And when you do that, you can see that the range I've selected from the 6th to the 26th of June actually is $250 a night and $275 on weekends. If I scroll forward, you'll see that the weekend rate has gone back. So actually here you can see it, $250 from the 6th to the 26th, and it goes back to $235 a night on the Friday and Saturday night in July. So basically that's how you set your seasonal rates. Now if you do make a mistake, right hand side here, you will see a table that actually has the different periods that you've selected. Now your screen might not be as wide as mine, and if that's the case, the table is down the bottom underneath the calendar. So I just have it nice and wide so I can actually see the table at the same time. Now if you make a mistake and you want to delete one of those ranges, let's say for example I didn't actually want from the 6th to the 26th to be that price, all I need to do is find that date range in this table and delete the period, and that'll actually reset it back to the correct values. So once that's updated, you can see that that's gone back to the, select the right month, and from the 6th of June over here to the 26th, it's gone back to the normal pricing. So aside from that, you can also select the cleaning fee, the security deposit if you charge one, and also if you have a standard minimum number of nights per booking, days per booking, you can save those in there as well. Just click save and they'll update. Now that they're saved, there is one other field in here that is important. That is the price per extra guest per night in dollars. Now this functionality is actually being enhanced at the moment because it has a fairly limited use for now. And the reason for that is you can put in here an extra, let's say for example you charge $100 per extra guest per night, and your $200 rate, your nightly rate, is based on say 4 guests, but your property can accommodate say 6 or 8 guests. So what's happening there is the price that you have actually populated into this calendar is based on 4 guests per night. What you need to do to reflect this price per extra guest per night is you need to change your description and go back into the description view and make sure that the number of guests reflects the actual base price of your property. So if you charge $200 for 4 guests, but you charge an extra $100 per night for each additional guest, then you need to make sure that this field here is based on 4 guests, even if your property can accommodate 6 or 8 guests. Now the limitation with that is if you do that, then and someone goes to search for properties that are 6 or 8, that can accommodate 6 or 8 guests, for example, your property won't come up in those searches. So it's not really functioning as we would like it to, and we're in the process of actually changing that at the moment. So I would recommend that you don't actually use that field for now unless you're quite comfortable having the lower guest number and not appearing in the searches. So sorry that isn't quite working as we had planned, but we were asked to put it in there even with its functionality broken by a few members. So we've popped that in there, and we are in the process of enhancing that. In order to make that $100 per extra guest per night work, you need to make sure that you check this box, which is allow guests above capacity, and then click save. And once you've done that, that's essentially all of the functionality for setting up your prices on the Travelling Frogs website. I hope that helps, and we're looking forward to enhancing the functionality even more, and any feedback that you have is most welcome. Thanks. Bye.